been nearly 2 days now since that EF2 hit midtown Tulsa, left a path of damage through East Tulsa and into Broken Arrow. I'm Clay Loney.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. Many of you joined us for our 8 hours of extended coverage Sunday morning. And tonight we have live FOX23 Severe Weather Team coverage for you, including an update on damage from the ground and the sky.
Let's take a look at the very latest. 152 businesses and 25 homes were damaged. The worst of the damage was along 41st Street between Yale and Mingo. At least 9 businesses in that 41st Street corridor were condemned just today. And 330 homes and businesses are still without power. PSO expects to have that power, though, fully restored at some point today.
Our severe weather team coverage begins with Chief Meteorologist James Adelot. He's live near 41st and I-44 with the area's hardest hit. James.
Shay, we're standing about 2 blocks to the west of Hudson right now in the alley between the AT&T store and TGI Fridays that you can see behind me. And you can see exactly what happened here. Now, the tornado pushed in, broke those windows on the west side of the restaurant. Likely debris did that from the parking lot. That dynamic pressure from the wind pushed this entire back wall out into this alleyway where I'm standing. Now, they've cleaned a lot of this up, but you can see this was a pretty well-built building. We're talking this engineered steel truss. This wasn't like framing for a house. This is not wood framing. This is engineered steel building. So the same wind, you could see, peeled that brick facade off the center to the next, just to the east here, blew in these windows, and again, that dynamic pressure from the wind pushed the walls out on the other side of this building too. Now, coming up in just a few minutes, I'm going to walk you through some other damage, and you can see what direction the wind blew as it came through here, what the main push of wind did structurally to these well-engineered buildings. But this is the spot that the National Weather Service Storm Survey was able to look at these building style, size, and construction methods and the damage that the tornado did to these. And that's how they were able to assign that EF2 rating. And engineering studies show this kind of damage likely the result of 120 to 130 mile per hour winds, which puts it solidly in that EF2 strength as this tornado blew through here at 1:15 on Sunday morning. So coming up, I'll walk you through more roof damage just to our east and show you what that tells us about the main strength as this tornado blew through.
All right, James, thanks. And now to meteorologist Brad Carl here in the Storm Center. And Brad, we've seen the damage very clearly today. Let's talk about the path of the tornado.
Well, the path of the tornado certainly started off in midtown. That's where we saw that a lot of that most intense damage that Chief Meteorologist James Adelot's been showing off to us, and saw it just continue through East Tulsa and parts of Broken Arrow. So here's a look at that path here, actually going and basing this off where that debris was first lofted up, and that was really right around 1:19 in the morning, right near Promenade Mall, where it crossed I-44, very quickly made its way across East Tulsa, and then made its way off to about Lynn Lane or so, and then actually picked up for a little bit. So this actual track over here just east of Lynn Lane is actually a separate tornado between 127 and 131 coming to an end right around Broken Arrow High School. So that's 2 total tornadoes. There was also a third, according to the National Weather Service Damage Survey. This is the one that's just east of Oologah proper, kind of between there and Lake Oologah. That started around 1:32 in the morning, tracked its way up northward by about a couple miles, going parallel to Highway 169 before ending around 1:40. So certainly a very damaging and active weekend behind us, but we do have more chances for storms over the next several days. And coming up, I'll let you know how soon those storm chances will arrive and if any of those storms could end up being severe.
And tonight we're getting a first look at what people inside many of those businesses along 41st Street experienced Sunday morning when that storm rolled through. Take a look at this cell phone video from inside TGI Fridays.
Cheryl, you can see?
I think a transformer blew up.
That sounds like a
Wow. How scary there. You can see how dark it is, the flashes of light, the power flashes as the storm tore through. Several people inside that restaurant ended up hospitalized with injuries. We checked with St. Francis officials who say tonight only 2 patients remain at the hospital. Now, it could take weeks, if not months, for many businesses in midtown Tulsa, including that TGI Fridays, to recover. Fox 23's Rick Marinon continues our live severe weather team coverage at the South Roads Shopping Center, where city leaders and State Insurance Commissioner John Doak toured that damage today. Rick.
Shay, they had a lot of debris to climb over, and just to show you how odd of a timing of year this was, there were some back-to-school supplies for sale, at least at one store impacted. I found these flashcards that teach kids how to form sentences. We used these when I was in elementary school, and they were in the parking lot with a lot of other debris. The tornado that hit the TGI Fridays on Sunday was for one heck of a Monday for business owners, many seeing their wiped out stores for the first time.
We've only been in this location for 4 years, but it's been home for 4 years now, and it's what they're telling me it's gone. They're going to have to take down the front half of the building. While
most still had products on the shelves, the inventory was waterlogged, some from the rain and some from a broken water pipe. The city of Tulsa officially condemned the heavily damaged stores, meaning no one can enter the property until major work has been done. And some fear that major work will mean total demolition.
It just breaks my heart. It's sad to see. A lot of devastation.
Insurance Commissioner John Doak is from Tulsa. Despite going from disaster to disaster in many cases, warning people about fraud and issuing resources, he tells me this storm hit too close to home in more ways than one.
We still have some folks that are in the hospital, and that's, we can replace businesses and property. You can't replace the people.
And he says though commercial building insurance is a bit more complicated than homeowners' policies, many of these stores are ready to get back open as soon as possible.
We've been through this a time or two, and I'm proud to be from Oklahoma because I know that the community will pitch in.
Even after everything is cleaned up for the most part, you can see the orange dot on the building behind me. That indicates that it is one of those condemned buildings, along with this license that shows the mayor's executive order saying it is illegal for anyone to enter this property until repairs are made or until a full rebuild is underway. Reporting live in Midtown, covering news that matters, I'm Rick Marinon, Fox 23 News.
All right, Rick, and the La Quinta Inn and Suites on 41st was hit hard, too. Let's take a look at the damage. Sunday, just after the storm, damage to the sign. There was debris in the pool, number of cars with shattered glass. And we went back to the hotel today. With the Fox 23 Skyview drone, you can still see siding on the ground, debris at one end of the pool there, and plenty of repairs still ahead.
We also took the Fox 23 Skyview drone to the Whataburger nearby to get a better look at the impact of the storm. Just take a look. You can see the roof is the most badly damaged part of this 24-hour restaurant. We reached out to Whataburger. In a statement, the company told us employees are known as family members and that the company has a family foundation to help them. The statement also says, quote, "We're assessing the damage to the restaurant affected and will work with family members to transfer them to nearby restaurants until that location is operating again."
It's a shame we have to worry about looters making things even worse for storm victims, but that's a sad reality. So TPD has dozens of officers patrolling the affected areas. Our severe weather team coverage continues with Fox 23's Ashley Lincoln reporting live with the challenge, though, for the department. Ashley.
Well, Clay, police tell me in times like these, they really feel the effects of understaffing within the department. They tell me these private companies will eventually have to hire their own private security firms to monitor their businesses because they can't keep racking up all of these overtime hours. It's an all-hands-on-deck situation as crews continue the cleanup process.
It's extremely draining on our resources and our manpower.
But Tulsa Police tell me it's a strain for their crew working long hours to prevent possible looters from entering the affected area.
We're already short as it is, and this is really cutting into a lot of the overtime that officers are currently having to work.
Sergeant Shane Toole tells me they have 40 to 50 officers patrolling the I-44 and 41st Street corridor.
We have to provide safety and security for this area for an indefinite amount of time.
He says eventually these private businesses will have to hire their own security firm because they just don't have the manpower to keep looters out.
We are providing that security and that safety for them.
Toole says police have been rotating their officers once they hit the maximum 16-hour shift. He says they're not just keeping a close eye on looters, but spectators who are coming to see the damage.
We've got a lot of officers that are going to have to maintain in this area until we can deem it safe enough to release.
Now, police also tell me they have crews that will be out here during the nighttime hours. They have come across a couple of people who wander out here with flashlights. They do not want individuals out here at night because of the safety and also in fear that they might loot some of these businesses. They also tell me it is undetermined at this time just how long they'll be out here pending the cleanup process with these businesses. Reporting live from Midtown, covering news that matters. I'm Ashley Lincoln, Fox 23 News.
All right, Ashley, now to a story you'll see only on Fox 23 about a Tulsa family caught in their car when the tornado hit. Fox 23's Naomi Kitt picks up our team coverage.
I was thinking we're done, we're history, we're getting ready to die.
The first thoughts of Bobby Treadwell when he was traveling down Mingo near 46th Street early Sunday morning.
My little granddaughter's in that passenger seat going, I love you, Jesus. Help us, Jesus.
That reaction came when their 7,000-pound truck and 3,500-pound trailer were picked up like a piece of paper and tossed around in that early morning storm.
And I was looking up in the window and I seen all this stuff going around in circles. I mean, I'd never seen the inside of a tornado till that night. I don't want to see another one.
Bobby says he was going to his auto body shop because it normally floods when it rains, and that's what he was expecting. Flooding, not a tornado in August.
Thinking lucky stars, man. We're okay. I couldn't believe we lived through it. It's a near-death experience. I mean, you think you're going to die.
His family gave me this video. Crews were picking up that huge trailer Sunday afternoon that was toppled over in the wind. These power poles were also replaced during the cleanup process. Bobby tells me they were sparking intensely on Sunday.
They were whipping an explosion. Every time it touched the ground, it would blow up.
He's thankful there isn't any damage to his shop, and he and his family are safe. Reporting in Midtown, covering news that matters, I'm Naomi Kitt, Fox 23 News.
Today we went back to Remington Tower to check on the damage there. That damage is pretty noticeable from I-44. You can see it right here for yourself. It's that tall building across the highway from the businesses that were damaged on 41st. You can see several windows busted out, and from the Fox 23 Skyview drone we were able to see a fence now surrounds the property. The management company says they have a team surveying the damage to the tower, and they're doing everything they can to get things back in working order just as soon as possible.